Hey guys, Smashcast here. I'm AG
PJ.
and today we're gonna do a top 10 video on wanted realistic third-party characters for SSB4. Now, we're going to do our top 10, and I'm going to tell you right before this starts, this is realistic, guys, so we're not gonna do any of that like Wreck-It Ralph, like Steve, Sora, like Cloud Strife, like weirdo, like third-party characters that would
Yeah.
never happen.
Yeah.
Even though some of those guys would be kind of cool, they would never happen. And I just want to tell you, this is going to go from 10 to 1, from most realistic, and then to organize because of most realistic, we're gonna be comparing by who we like more, so that's gonna change the list. Okay, so PJ is gonna start number 10.
All right. So at number 10, we have Dylan from Dylan's Rolling Western. I think he would be a cool addition to Smash, even though he wouldn't be in because he's a 3DS eShop title. But a lot of people have wanted him in, and I'm joining in. So, um, basically, for his moveset, he can just roll around, considering he's a lizard thing. It's pretty cool. He can roll around, and, that can be some of his melee moves, and then maybe they could add in some punches. And for his final smash, he can come down from the sky or something, and he can smash people with his roll. So that would be kind of cool. And now we're going to number 9.
So yeah, Dylan, he's a 3DS exclusive, so it raises his chance by slightly, not much, but slight. Yeah, like PJ said, number 9, Bomberman, from the Bomberman series, of course. So now Bomberman is the mascot for Hudson Soft, and he's like a not like a super well-known character. He used to be more well-known back in the day, but now Bomberman has not seen the light of day in like forever, and it's been a long time. And now Bomberman would be great because his moveset would definitely revolve around complete like bombs and everything, and then probably just do um very few melee, much like Mega Man, where we see most of his attacks coming from his different effects through his Mega Buster and that he gets from the bosses, and not many melee. So same thing would happen with Bomberman. And Bomberman games have been, a lot of them coming out on Nintendo consoles, not recently, but they used to. And Hudson Soft did develop Brawl, co-develop Brawl and Melee, so there was like a sort of chance. Now they're not doing 4, but there was a small chance. Now 8, Farmer from Harvest Moon. Yeah, this isn't like a giant, like amazingly character that could definitely be in Smash, but just because Harvest Moon has every single game just coming out for Nintendo console, except for a few which came out for like I think PlayStation, like Vita and stuff, and that was a very long time ago. And now most of them just come out on Nintendo consoles, and Harvest Moon, I'm pretty sure on the SNES, now came to the Virtual Console on the Wii U, and the 3DS is getting a new Harvest Moon game on February, I believe, 23rd of 2014, and so that could raise the chances, not by much, but very little. Then number 7.
Alright, so for number 7, we have Shadow the Hedgehog from the Sonic series, obviously. Making his debut in Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow was just completely amazing. His moveset would be really cool, because he can run as fast as Sonic, and he can do almost the same things as Sonic, but in his game Shadow the Hedgehog, he can, use his motorcycle and guns, even though that probably wouldn't happen for Smash. But anyway, yeah, his moveset could just be similar to Sonic's, but not a copy. But this probably won't happen because there's already a Sega character, which is Sonic, obviously, in SSB4. So, it's hard enough getting Sonic in Brawl, and I don't know if Shadow's going to be added. And also, he was an assist trophy in Brawl. So, for number 6, we have Professor Layton. Now, Professor Layton is kind of a detective. I haven't played Professor Layton before, but I've heard it's good if you like puzzles and stuff like that. So this could be a tag team character with his partner, Luke, and he could just throw various tools or whatever he has with him in the games at you, along with maybe some melee moves. His moveset would be kind of weird, but yeah, it would be kind of interesting to have him in the game. So on to number 5.
No, for number 5, it would be Raymond from the Raymond series, of course. And the chance of Raymond being in isn't amazingly high, but he's developed by Ubisoft, and Ubisoft's mascot is Raymond. So if any Ubisoft's character was added at all, it would be Raymond. And Ubisoft has a really nice relationship, except not recently, but like at the beginning of the Wii U and other for the 3DS, because they have believed in the Wii U a lot more than any other third-party developers out there, and Ubisoft has like made a launch title for them, which was supposed to show off the power of the Wii U with FPSs, and that was Zombie U, which was a terrible game, but still shows Ubisoft's dedication. And Raymond was doing a game called Rayman Legends, and that was supposed to be Wii U exclusive. So it was like Ubisoft screwed the deal, and then Nintendo got all mad. So I don't know. There was a big chance that Raymond could have been in the game, but now we don't know. Um, but he could have like a moveset much like do like one of those floating things that he does. I don't know what it's called, but he like can do that hover thing with his like head, and he uses like charged punches and different things where like when Samus shoots like her gun, you could like probably punch that far because Raymond just does that in his games also. So he'd be a kind of cool character. Now for number 4, Lloyd Irving. Now Lloyd Irving and anyone above this is going to have a really great chance of getting in. Now Lloyd Irving has a good chance. He's from the Tales of Symphonia series, and that those games have been published by Namco Bandai, and now, oh, one thing I want to note, guys, Bandai Namco is their new name. They changed the English name, like, I think yesterday. So, they published the games, and the Tales of Symphonia um, developer said that he wants one of the Tales of Symphonia characters in Smash. So, Lloyd Irving does have a big fan base. Like, I'd love to see him in. So, it's like, and it would be the same thing that happened for Snake, where Snake, because the developer who develops MGS wanted Snake to be in since Melee, then Sakurai edited him in, and he was also friends with Sakurai IRL, so it's like it also increased the chances. Then it would be a really nice moveset, like just more elemental swords, so we'd see a lot more diversity than what's found in the Fire Emblem series characters. Now, 3 is Isaac from Golden Sun. He's from a game that's has been on a lot of Nintendo consoles, and it's developed by Camelot Software Planning, and they now are part of Nintendo. They used to be part of Sega, and they, Isaac was also an assist trophy in Brawl. Now, Isaac would still be considered a third-party character because, kind of, even though they do work for Nintendo now, it's just because some of their games for Golden Sun weren't all released on Nintendo consoles. So he'd be kind of cool. Now, number 2.
At number 2, we have Gino from Super Mario RPG. Now, I think Gino would be really cool in the game because, just his spells and stuff. And before I get hate in the comments for, oh, he's a first party character because he's in a Mario game. No, the game was published by developed by Square, which is now called Square Enix, and they own Gino because they made the character. Obviously, Nintendo owns Peach and Mario and Bowser, and yeah, so I just think Gino would be just a really cool character to have in the game. And so for the honorable mention, we have Banjo from Banjo and Kazooie. Now, this will never happen because Microsoft bought Rare, and they're with, Microsoft, and now Nintendo has no partnership. So this is absolutely impossible for Banjo and Kazooie to be in the game. So I'm thinking of a tag team character here for Banjo and Kazooie, obviously. Now, Banjo could, use his moves like he has in the Banjo and Kazooie games, and Kazooie could peck you, like, with his beak, and it would just be kind of one of those comedy characters like Waluigi. So yeah.
Yeah. Now for number 1, it's PacMan. Now, for all of those haters right now, I'm just going to say before that PacMan does have a great chance of being in. Like, even though like PacMan hasn't had like a ton of great games, actually I should say no good games in a while. He could be because in the game because of Namco Bandai co-developing the game, and I know Namco Bandai said that they don't want to prioritize any of their game characters in it. So like any of the Tekken characters, Pac-Man or Tales of RPG, are some of those that Namco's team publishes and develops. So they said they're not going to like prioritize those, but they know that if they add Pac-Man in Smash, then it's just that it's going to get more sales by increasingly much because we're going to have all like the classical characters. We get Mario, Mega Man, Sonic, and Pac-Man. Like there's no other game in the universe which should have been called Smash Bros. Universe, and that no other game in the universe could be that awesome, having all those four amazing characters.
And also, SSB4 will save the Wii U. I'm pretty sure it will, especially if they add Pac-Man.
Yes, yeah, they should, and because like Xbox One is like garbage practically compared to the Wii U because the Wii U is like so awesome. I'm sorry, I'm fanboying here. Um, And so it does have like a big chance that the Wii U can come back, and Pac-Man could like has a very big move potential set. So, um, he can do like for his final smash, just turn it to 2D Pac-Man and then chop everything up. Now, of course, they do what they did with Mega Man. They like take his like really old eight. No, not this time, but they take his 3D form and then just kind of change it and look a lot better than what he did before. Because I doubt that they're going to do what they did with Mega Man, where they just took the 8-bit form and made it look like 3D and look really nice and everything. So yeah, Pac-Man has a really good chance of getting in. So that's all I have to say. And leave the comments down below on what you think about what characters you want in Smash from third party, and what do you think about our list. And PJ's going to end off.
So yeah, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Smash Podcast, where we'll be posting updates about our videos and stuff like that. So Smashcast signing out. Peace.